Positive charge, clutch. Blades are already turning.
Hey, looking good. So we're going to fly south. We're going to overfly Lewis.
18 Clow.
Keep on heading south, southeast, like a 170.
Right.
You'll start seeing the racetrack in the distance, both of them, the quarter mile as well as the oval. We're going to stick with the oval. We're going to kind of just hover in that area. We're going to find a side street out there that we're going to track to the south. We're going to start orbiting as we climb, corkscrewing up to about 3,000 feet, 3,500 even. Let's do 3,500. At which point we'll bring the aircraft to a level attitude, 65 knots.
Traffic Cessna 096, final approach, runway 18 Clow.
And I'm going to be on the controls with you the whole time.
Please.
But I'll kind of get us initialized. You know, we'll down collective, we'll roll off the throttle. We'll bump up the collective a little bit to where it needs to be. And once she's established, I'll tell you you have control. And I'll be right here with you. But I just want you to kind of play with it a little bit. You know, I'll ask you to pull aft cyclic a little bit. I want you to watch what happens to the RPMs. I'll tell you to raise the collective to keep the RPMs under control. It's just a matter of correlating what you need to do to keep the RPMs right where you want them.
Oh, we're already warmed up. Right? Got a plane that just landed. Should we wait to see which taxiway he gets off on?
Sure.
So we doesn't end up right behind us?
Yeah. Which I think that's exactly what he's doing. We got a pickup truck over here. It looks like he's waiting on us. Well, we'll keep an eye on him just to be sure.
He is going right behind us.
Traffic Cessna 096, clear the active, taxi back to 18. Wow.
Back taxi into 18, so you let me know when he's clear on your side.
All right. All right, we're all set.
Okay. Warning lights out, 3 in the green. RPM's in green, car beat's good. I'm like I'm flying, but barely.
Okay, clear on my side here.
Okay. Cloud traffic, helicopter 73 uniforms, taking active runway 18, entering midfield, departing to the south, Cloud.
I think on the way home I want you to play with the radio.
Okay.
I think that's the one thing I haven't had you do yet, is radio changes. I was teaching you good crew resource management and having me do it since I'm sitting here, might as well.
Right.
But you know, now that you're going to be soloing pretty soon, yeah. Speaking of which, have you had a chance to look over that test?
I did. There's some airplane stuff in there too.
Yes, there is. I'll tell you what, you can question mark all of those questions if you want. We can talk about them, see how on earth they pertain to whatever it is that we're doing. It was put together by an old instructor, my first instructor. I have one put together too, but it was for the R44, just like that one is.
Get up here. There's 3 geese off to our left, just so you know.
We got it.
They're still up there. Good, overfly Lewis, correct?
That's correct.
And what are we cruising at, 15 or 14 or?
Oh, let's do 15.
Traffic Cessna 096, upwind runway 18, recommended pattern, Clow.
Clow traffic, helicopter 73 uniforms 2 miles to the south at 1,400 feet, transitioning southbound Clow.
Cloud traffic, Skyhawk 365 Sierra Papa. I'm about 5 to the southwest, landed 18 Cloud.
Cloud traffic, Cessna 096, turning crosswind runway 18, Cloud.
So is it okay for me to take my seatbelt off right now?
Yes.
It is.
I wouldn't recommend it though.
Would definitely not recommend it. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the odds are of being blown out of the helicopter. If you kicked it out of trim a lot,
Right.
and if there was somebody kind of light here, and you banked really hard to their side, maybe, just maybe.
That's what Jolin's worried about.
Yes. That is.
Clow traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is 3 miles to the southeast at 1,500 feet, transitioning southbound, last call Clow. Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniforms 2 miles to the northwest at 1,500 feet, inbound for overflight. Lewis.
Perfect. I would have sidestepped a little bit for that tower that's right underneath us right now. Granted, we're high enough up where it's really not a factor, but
26106 midfield left downwind, 418 at Mars.
it's just good practice, you know.
Lewis traffic, Sky 757, Romeo goes 3 mile 45 from 20 Lewis. Lewis traffic 7359 Tango, turning crosswind runway 20 Lewis.
Runway what? 29?
Runway 2.
So he's coming right at us.
Coming right at us. I'm looking around for him.
Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is 1 mile to the northwest, inbound for overflight at 1,500 feet. Lewis.
Mars traffic, Grumman 26106.
I don't know where he is.
Left base for runway 18.
Left crosswind, runway 2. I mean, that's literally...
Lewis traffic
Right.
7359 Tango, turning downwind runway 20 Lewis. Lewis traffic
Now we're
20.
is on a half mile.
Oh, 20. Never mind. I'm confused. I got turned around. I
Yeah.
thought he said runway 2.
So did I. I think he did.
I think he did too.
Traffic 510 Tango Romeo over the river. We'll be entering the
It's right out
45
there.
for downwind 20, full stop. Lewis.
Alright, so there's going to be a guy behind him too, pretty
Mars
soon.
traffic, Grumman 26106.
Alright, they're not a factor. They're going to be on that side.
Lewis traffic, Sky 757, Romeo goes, turn left downwind for runway 20 Lewis.
Okay, there's 3 people now on the downwind
Yeah.
over there.
This is going to be interesting when we're over here, man. Talk about getting traffic.
Lewis traffic 90,
Oh, yeah.
Juliet Foxtrot is 10 to the east, inbound for...
Got him on the downwind. See, they're used to sequencing each other
Right.
because they're all probably Cessna
Here.
172s. They're all probably doing the same
Let's see what they do
speed.
now. Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is over the top at 1,400 feet, transitioning southeast. Lewis.
Lewis traffic 735 Tango, turning base runway 20 Lewis.
Didn't say you had the traffic in sight, and the reason I said I'm over the top, transitioning to southeast, I'm flying right into your pattern.
Yep.
510 Tango Romeo, 3 miles southeast for a 45 for 20, Lewis.
And he's coming in on a 45, 3 miles out. We're heading right for him.
Yes, we are. We'll be fine.
Lewis traffic 7359 Tango, turning final runway 20 Lewis.
So I wonder which hangar is ours.
Lewis traffic 757, run out goes, 10 left, base runway 20 Lewis.
This is going to be real interesting.
Yeah.
Starting this weekend. Oh boy.
Well, you know, if it's bad weather, we just say, fuck it, go play golf.
Where are you at?
Yeah.
Tango Romeo returning downwind 20 Lewis.
Got him right at us. There we go. Lewis, traffic helicopter 73 uniform over the golf course, 1,400, transitioning southbound. Lewis, traffic in sight, no factor.
I gotcha.
Lewis traffic 757, run out.
Sorry.
No, I'm glad you spotted him, because I was looking for him, but I was looking for him more over here. I didn't
Tango
think
Romeo
he'd be...
downwind 20 Lewis.
All right, so we'll talk a little bit about the prison. Don't fly over it. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. There, in case you don't know, there has been several prison breaks with helicopters in the past decades. A lot of them successful, believe it or not. A lot of them successful. How are you going to catch the helicopter? You swoop in there, pick up somebody out of the yard, fly away low level,
Right.
land wherever, and you're gone. You know, you're gone.
They're in the yard right now.
A lot of them are probably wishing we'd swoop down there real quick.
How far is the prison from Lewis?
About 2 miles.
Romeo turning base 20 full stop Lewis.
Lewis, traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 2 miles to the south at 1,500 feet, transitioning southbound Lewis.
I think we're going to do some river work on the way home. Maybe I'll have you fly low level over the river.
Hey, where's the wires at?
Exactly.
Lewis traffic, Cessna 559 Foxtrot Alpha.
Along here, well, a little bit further up by the airport, there are not.
3 miles to the south, 1,500.
But you got some wires right here.
That guy's 3 miles to the south at 1,500.
Oh, man.
510 Tango Romeo turning final 20 Lewis, full stop. Lewis traffic 7359 Tango, turning south to runway 20 Lewis.
All right. Lewis, traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 3 miles to the south over the river at 1,500, transitioning southbound. Lewis. Whenever you get a situation like that where people are given position reports that are...
Lewis traffic 7359 Tango, turning downwind runway 20 Lewis.
Whenever they're given position reports when they're in the general vicinity as you, see if there's something you can throw at them to make it even more descriptive.
Right.
Like I said, over the river.
Inbound entering the 45 for the left downwind, 20 Lewis. We have the traffic in downwind, site will follow them.
There's the old prison.
They don't use it anymore?
No.
Or is that where they shot Blues Brothers?
Yeah, that's where they shot Blues Brothers in that other movie with Johnny Depp. I forgot the name of that movie.
Well, not Johnny Depp. I was thinking Johnny Cash, but... Was it Johnny Cash?
757, run it goes.
What's that?
I thought Johnny Cash was in the...
Yeah, try to follow in behind the traffic going on the downwind.
How are you doing river work down here, man? I see wires crossing this thing all the time. You got all these bridges.
Yes.
Lewis traffic 988 Juliet Foxtrot is...
I'm going to take you into an area
downwind,
a little bit closer to the airfield. Well, I don't know. It'll really depend on how busy it is over at Lewis.
359 Tango, turning.
There's some really nice confined areas down there.
You know, that's probably what all those guys are taking off at Clow for. I'm surprised they're landing back there.
Yeah.
Warning lights out, 3 in the green, by the way.
Sounds good. Got the,
I already checked it 2 miles ago, but... Lewis, traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 4 miles to the south at 1,500 feet, transitioning southbound Lewis.
Yeah, I want you to go ahead and switch the radio over to
Lewis traffic
Joliet. Do you recall what the frequency is for Joliet?
122.7?
Yes. You can go ahead and put that in your backup. You got Clow in there right now. Now the big knob handles the big numbers, the little knob for the little numbers. Try to watch your airspeed as best as you can. Remember, aviate, navigate, communicate. In that order.
Lewis traffic 988 Juliet Foxtrot turning left base runway 20.
You fly the aircraft first.
Is that right?
122.9, we're looking for 122.7.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, we're looking around, area's clear.
I was actually wondering how to do this is kind of hard. There you go.
Look off your shoulder, you got,
Smokestacks.
we got Joliet Airfield, about 5, well, they're saying 4.3. 4.3 to the west.
20 Lewis, full stop.
It's Lewis
7
6.
757, go turn left down.
Yes,
left
here's
base,
Joliet.
20 Lewis.
Joliet's the closest airfield, so we should probably be on with Joliet right now.
Okay. But from Lewis, we're 6 miles, right?
Yes.
Lewis traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 6 miles to the south, transitioning southbound at 1,400 feet. Last call, Lewis. Joliet traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 4 miles to the east at 1,400 feet, transitioning southbound, Joliet. That's the racetrack?
Yes.
Do we need to do an orbit to make sure nobody's practicing today?
Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to climb in the orbit. We're going to do a really large orbit. We'll do it to your side, so you can kind of swoop in here from the north, making your turns to the right as we climb. We're going to climb for 3,500.
Yep, traffic helicopter 240 Foxtrot, about 10 miles to the northeast, about ready to fly Boyev on GFO now, 20 approach,
Atlantic traffic, Cherokee 9377 Juliet, inbound landing on 27, just over flying Chicago Heights VOR now. Be entering a left downwind from 27 at 45.
What's going on with that?
I'm not really sure. We got a stuck mic.
Lewis traffic, Cessna 559 Foxtrot Alpha is taking off runway 20, going to be a south departure, Lewis.
Is that us?
No?
It's both frequencies. I think that's us.
Did our, what's up with that? Oh wait, is there a squelch button on there?
There we are.
Is there a squelch button? I might have accidentally hit it.
Lansing traffic, copter 2 is 3 miles to the northwest, 1,500,
Much better.
transitioning southeastbound, Lansing.
All right, I'm going to make this radio call for you.
Okay.
Lansing traffic, 77 Juliet, I'm on left downwind for 27.
Oh, where are we again? Oh, yeah. Joliet traffic, helicopter 73 uniform over the racetrack at 1,600, climbing for 3,500, performing maneuvers remaining in the area. Joliet.
Did you make the same call to Lewis just in case?
We should be on with Joliet. At this point, Joliet would be the permanent one. And any traffic departing from Lewis should be on with Joliet when they're coming out this way.
I'm pulling up the collective here.
Yep, traffic helicopter 240 Foxtrot, 8 miles, north bound, RNAV 20. Help check.
All right, so your site pictures are going to look a little weird, a little different, because you've never been this high.
Lansing traffic, 77 Juliet, left base, runway 27.
We have a plane above us.
Is it southwest?
No. That's our shadow, my bad.
Oh.
I'm like looking at the shadow going, wait a minute.
Yeah. And as we climb, the temperature
Oh shit, there is a plane above
Ooh,
us.
you scared the shit out of me.
I told you.
I didn't hear him talking.
I didn't either. He's going to Lewis, I bet. He's flying right for it.
He's going the wrong direction if he's going to Lewis. I think he's going to Joliet or maybe even to Rock.
2 miles south, 1,400, departing southeast, Lansing.
I'll make another radio call. Oh, you're on with...
No, I just switched it, but...
Okay.
Alpha 20 Lewis.
I just switched it to Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is over the racetrack at 2,000 feet, climbing to 3,500 for maneuvers remaining in the area at Lewis.
Lewis traffic, Jahag 672 Mike Alpha, south from the field.
Was that him?
Entering for the 45, Lewis traffic.
He should have been on with Joliet. Joliet's real close.
Hey, that's a nice hazard. You remember that one? These big power lines going right here?
Yes.
Lewis traffic 7359 Tango.
There's another plane.
Runway 20 Lewis.
Where is he?
Right here.
Oh, got him.
A Learjet.
Yeah.
It's kind of hazy, you know?
Yes, it is.
Lewis traffic 7359 Tango, turning downwind runway 20 Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis traffic, guys, 757 Veronica is going to center upwind for separation. We're going to try to do a power open 80 for runway 20 Lewis.
This is making me nervous, all this fucking traffic, dude. Especially from that last guy. I mean, I saw the shadow on the ground. I'm like, dude, there's a plane above us.
Yeah. Well, was that our shadow or was that his shadow?
No, I thought it was ours because I'm sitting there and I could see our shadow. I don't know if you can see it.
No, I can't see it.
And then I was like, then I saw the other one. I'm like, whoa, no.
5 to northwest, maneuvering for the 45 for runway 18 more traffic.
Can you see Joliet from here?
The runway?
Yes.
Yeah, right there.
It's right there. 1331.
Speaking of which, we were on the wrong frequency.
Can you see Lewis from here?
Yes.
And right out there. You can see the prison with the white water tower and then look 2 miles to the north. See, that's 2,500, 2,600. Look at that, how far we can see. It's really hazy today. If it wasn't so darn hazy, you'd be able to see really, really far.
Joliet traffic helicopter 73 uniform is at 2,700 feet over the racetrack, 4 miles to the east, remaining in the area for maneuvers and climbing to 3,500 feet. Joliet. Trying to say that nice and slow and clear so everybody hears it.
Yes. The most important part, where we are over the racetrack, climbing for 3,500, staying here. This is one of those things that the fixed wing folks do not do. Yeah, visibility isn't so good.
Yeah, I know, that's what's making me nervous.
I know, you're going to see a plane pop out of the fog.
I know, because he was at 2,500 feet, for sure, because I was at 2,000, I mean.
Yeah, this is definitely fixed wing territory, 3,000 feet, so we really need to keep our eyes peeled, and we're going really, really slow. We can get ran over really easily up here.
Hold on. I'm assuming I need to go a little bit further to the north here before we come in and do this.
We're going to position ourselves right down this road here, this little
20.
You want me to start doing that or not?
No, not yet. We're still climbing. Keep on climbing. Keep on climbing. Yeah, that way in the event of an actual engine failure, I'm pretty sure there's aerial wires down there, but you know, we should be all right. There's plenty of places to land. We had to sidestep off of the road.
Andrew, traffic cleared off 24 minutes at base, only 13 entries.
It's getting colder up here.
Yeah, I know. Just started noticing that. Speaking of which, go ahead and pull that in.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Before we forget. Joliet traffic helicopter Helicopter 7-3 uniform is over the racetrack at 3,400 feet, climbing to 3,500 feet, remaining in the area for maneuvers, Joliet.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you can almost see Clow from here.
380 Romeo's 3 to the east, maneuvering for the 45 for 18 Morse traffic.
Lewis traffic, helicopter 7-3 uniform. It is over the racetrack at Joliet at 3,500 feet, remaining in the area for maneuvers, Lewis.
240, Foxtrot 1 mile final, 20, low approach, you'll make a right turn to the west.
Okay, very good. Now line us up with this little road right here.
West.
Let's get our airspeed to 65 knots.
Oh, look, getting a little windy up here.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this is where winds aloft actually have an effect on us. All right, 3 in the green, no lights, carb temp, fantastic, plenty of fuel.
I'm assuming I need to go out a ways here.
You know what? No, this is
we're right
fine.
over the racetrack.
If we were to begin an auto right now, you see that guy's driveway for that property beyond the farm, those tin roof structures. The next one, that's probably where we would end up if we were to take it all the way down to the ground. By the way, we're going to abort when we're at about 500 AGL.
Okay.
Roll the throttle back on. We're not taking it all the way down to a hover.
We didn't discuss that.
Okay. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. All right, so we'll do it together, okay?
Yes, please. For the first one, never been up this high. I'm already a little nervous.
You're fine. You're
Different
fine.
sight picture.
500 AGL, 2,500 AGL. There's no difference.
Okay.
Okay. Counting down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Down collective. Rolling off the throttle. Pumping up that collective.
60 knots.
Let's get some trim going here. A little bit more trim. A little bit more trim.
Gauge is still clear.
All right, we're at about 70. It's 5 knots faster.
That's fine.
Descent rate's about 1750, almost 18.
RPM's going down a little bit.
Yes, they are. Okay, you have control?
I have control.
You have control. I'm right here on the collective pitch lever with you. I'm not going to let go. I want you to make... There you go. Be ready to bump it back up, though, when you hear him climbing like that.
Okay.
Okay, you're doing real good. RPMs, keeping them right where they need to be. Remember, I don't care if we get the horn and light. It's not the end of the world.
Right.
I'd rather get the horn and light than be up there in the close to 110.
Slow down a little bit.
You ready to pull that collective pitch lever? They climb really quick on you. That momentum builds.
Joy flare?
No flare. No flare. Keep on holding what you got. We're fine for now. There's no wires around here. I'm going to roll the throttle back on for you.
Okay.
Doing the yo-yo again. There we go. Okay. Bring us back up to altitude. You don't have to slow us down. You can just start climbing right now.
Right.
How did you feel about that?
Honestly?
Yes.
I looked at the RPM gauge like the whole time. I looked out of my spot occasionally.
Oh, right now I'm not even looking out at a spot. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. I'm not even concerned.
What I did like about it was, here, pull in some. The feel of a collective, because this is part of my problem, and how fast they went up, and it's like when you see them going up, you almost have to be ahead of it to pull it up.
That's right. Start arresting it right away. It's momentum. Once that momentum builds, you got to start thinking about putting the brakes on already. Let's do that again.
Yeah, that was good.
Only this time, let's climb a little bit more aggressively. I think it took us a long time to get up here.
You show me how you climb, because because I'm getting used. Anytime I hit 1,000 feet, then you're like,
I have control.
You have control.
I have control.
Legs out of the way here.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull in a decent amount of manifold pressure here. I don't think I'm going to take us to our max, but we'll take it to our max continuous of 20.
Oh, you're at 22.6. That's right. Joliet traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is at 1,500 feet, climbing to 3,500 feet for maneuvers over the racetrack, Joliet.
Do you recall what our best rate of climb in this helicopter is?
Full traffic, 6497 Papa.
I know we discussed it in the ground lesson, but we never really used it in practical application.
No.
53 knots.
Oh, airspeed. Oh, I thought you were talking about going up.
Well, yeah,
I thought it was
is.
like 800, 900 feet a minute or something like that, or was it more?
Well, that's about what our best rate of climb will give us. Well, I'm trying to get it back there. If you're pulling in your max continuous or even your max power for 5 minutes at 53 knots, that's giving you your best climb rate. Right about there. That's kind of hard to hold it right smack dab on 53.
Well, we got a tailwind too. Going that way, we'll probably get a lot. I'll make a call to Lewis just in case.
Thank you.
Traffic 7359 Tango, turning cross on 820 list.
Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is at 2,300 feet over the racetrack of Joliet, climbing to 3,500 feet for maneuvers remaining in the area, Lewis.
672 Mike Alpha, clear runway 20 at Lima, Lewis traffic.
That's the guy that...
Yeah, almost ran us.
Can't you tell? Doesn't he sound like he's from Griffith?
359 Tango, turning down on runway 20 list.
I think he is from Griffith, to be honest.
372 Bravo Hotel, turning final runway 20.
It must have been some program, you know, from Asia, where they sent a bunch of folks over.
Well, he sounds more Indian.
Is that Indian?
Yeah.
Lewis traffic, 757 Marco, turn left base, runway 20 list.
Switch back over to Joliet here.
And we got to, go ahead.
Joliet traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is at 2,600 feet over the racetrack, climbing to 3,500 feet, remaining in the area for maneuvers, Joliet.
We have an Asian guy, Paul. He's based out of Clow. He has that real thick accent. He's a really, really nice guy, but he's a little difficult to understand. You just got to do the best you can. You know, making clear, precise radio calls, that's really important. Occasionally you'll hear me just do the auctioneer, rushing through everything real quick.
Right.
And that's when the radio is really, really busy, and I'm really trying to get my info in there real quick. When you're with the examiner...
Why can't we hear this other helicopter?
That's a really good question. I think he's going back to that base over there a mile southwest of the Joliet airfield. I didn't catch that tail number, but if it was like Mike Alpha or something like that, Mike Sierra, or I forgot what it was, but that's that medical ambulance.
Joliet traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is at 3,300 feet, climbing to 3,500 feet, remaining in the area for maneuvers over the racetrack, Joliet. Got plane.
Got him. All right, so what kind of cloud is that over there?
Cumulus.
And what is that a good indicator of?
Turbulence.
Yep. Why?
Because it's all by himself.
It's got, what is it called? Vertical development.
Well, when they're spaced out, that's when it's turbulent. When they're puffy and scattered.
What kind of clouds are those?
Cirrus?
Cirrus.
Hi everybody, Tom Skillen here up in the news chopper. Looking at we're looking at Seaward.
Alright, what do we got here? Almost 3,500, 65. We're going to line ourselves up with this road here.
Pulling in car beat.
We're going to do it together. We're going to push down on the collective and roll the throttle off togetger.
Okay.
And I'm going to be a little bit more hands-off on this one.
Okay.
I just want you to keep in mind how fast those RPMs build. I'm going to give you the collective. You have the collective.
Cyclic.
Did I say? Sorry.
I'm like, what?
Sorry. You have the cyclic. You have the cyclic.
Midfield to enter the down.
Oh, man, my hand. All right. right, we lost about 150 feet. That's okay. It's not the end of the world.
Well, here, I don't want to do this in a climb either, but...
No.
Okay.
All right, so let's make sure the ship is in trim. There we go.
That trim.
3 in the green, no lights, carb time full in. Okay, counting down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Down collective. Roll off that throttle. Establish that attitude. Get that collective up. Give me some pedal, give me some pedal.
Right pedal?
Yes.
Enter subject to 804, we said, downwind only 13 enter.
They were just shy of the green, and she's falling really nice. Oop. There we go. Oh, the build too much on you. Let's see if we can get some of that airspeed back. How are you going to do that? There you go, taking that collective down. There you go. 65.
Whoa.
Yeah, see how fast they climb on you? That needle likes to climb. It really, really does. All right, so that looks really good right about there.
Lansing traffic, Warrior 200.
We're at 60 knots right on the head.
Miles to the southwest inbound.
About 1550, almost 1600 feet of a descent rate. That's really nice. It feels like we're just floating on down like a feather. 63 knots.
See, so when you push forward on the cycle, like your RPMs are going up, but your collective's going down.
Your RPM should be going down if you're pushing forward on your
Yeah, that's
cycle.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
See, so they went down a little bit, but I didn't move the collective yet.
Lansing traffic, Warrior 210 Charlie is just
That's really nice.
West of the field, going to overfly the field at...
Our descent rate's like, we're falling like a feather. This is really nice.
The headwind helps.
It does.
Oh yeah,
We're
fire.
bringing in,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
there you go. Let's get him back down. There you go.
I could feel your hand on it. I was sitting there wondering.
Yep. Alrighty. So what do you think?
That was better, but once again, I was mainly staring at the gauges most of the time.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that at this point. If you're lined up on your spot really isn't going to change. You're just kind of glancing out at it to make sure nobody's pulling out onto the runway or anything like that. You know, your spot is your spot. The most important things, the things that are going to change is your airspeed and your RPM gauge. All right, let's start flying back towards Clow.
Actually, I was going to ask you, since we're out in the middle of a field here, not that we're even turned the right way, I'll go up a little bit. Oh. I know that really cools our cylinder head temp too, doing
traffic
that.
210
Oh, yeah.
Charlie is over top of the field, 1,500 climbing back, heading back to the Chicago Heights VOR, Lansing.
I was going to say, can I just make a quick turn here to the south and then let's just do what we normally cruise at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
The lake across those wires. The reason I want to do this is I want to just check out the descent rate.
Sure.
Pulling the car beat. Lights out, RPM's in the green. Or I don't know, do you not recommend this?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
So this is normally where we're at 1,600 feet. Turn here and you want to show me this here? Or
Sure.
we'll do it together? Or?
You got it. Let's fly out past these guys' properties here, a little bit further down.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll get some more speed going.
Yeah,
there.
let's get our 65 knots.
Well, we can do it here or past that road?
Past that little creek right there.
Gotcha. So they don't think we're the government or something, you know?
You never know. Pepper our tail boom or something.
Because we're going to haul ass back to Clow. We're going to have a nice 12 20 knot tailwind.
Oh yeah, it'll be really nice. Making some good time. I'm going to aim for the intersection.
Right.
That's going to be my point, but I'm going to abort, you know, several hundred feet from the ground.
You want me to line you up with the road?
Sure, it doesn't matter either way. It's not really an issue.
Well, there are wires along the road and poles to the right side.
Yes, on the right here I see.
Just in case this becomes a real emergency.
Sure. But it's good thinking.
Oh, we're losing altitude here. Let me get some of that back.
Sure.
Your ship?
Okay, I have control.
You have control.
I have control. Alright, so we're flying along. Okay, right about now. Down collective, roll off the throttle, establish the attitude.
Airspeed RPM spot, our airspeed RPM spot.
Yeah. I'm going to roll that throttle back on right about now. And yeah, we would have nailed it.
That would have been nice.
Scare the shit out of that van.
Yeah.
Okay, you have control?
I have control.
You have controls.
Take me home, country road.
Yeah.
I like that though. I like the way you were teaching this so far. Just nice and slow.
Oh yeah.
Go up, get time with it, because that actually is making me feel a lot more comfortable. I thought we were going to be doing everything at 1,500 feet. You know?
Yes.
No, not yes.
Well,
no, I'm going to give you some time.
if you want to practice more, you know, at 3,500, next time you come in, we'll do this all the time. You know, as many times as you want to, so you feel, you know, real confident in your RPM management. But I like that you're real smooth, real slow on the controls. You recognize that they're climbing. Show me a little bit of trim. We're getting a little windy in here. There we go. You know, you recognize that they do build on you. It's that momentum really gets going once you get those RPMs to raise on you. And just making sure you pull in on that collective to arrest that climb on the RPM. I want you to correlate movements of your cyclic with your airspeed. You're getting a little slow? Okay, let's push this forward a little bit. Your RPMs, I want you to manage your RPMs with your collective. Oh, your RPMs are getting a little low, you got the horn in light? All right, push it down a little bit.
No, you mean flare. Oh, you mean the collective.
Yes.
You're confusing me since you're like, you have the collective and I'm...
I know, I made the mistake. Yeah, no, I meant cyclic. I had collective on the brain.
Joliet traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is 5 miles to the east over the racetrack, transitioning northbound at 1,500 feet. Joliet. I kind of fucked that up.
It's all right. You got all the pertinent information in there.
We're probably doing 100 miles an hour right now.
All right, let's see.
Lansing traffic, Warrior 2102 Charlie, just over the Chicago Heights VOR, currently holding 2,300 Lansing.
What are we from Lewis? We're
Yeah, Lansing traffic, Takeoff, it's clear to the north.
From Lewis,
6 miles.
7.5, 7.4.
Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is 7 miles to the south at 1,500 feet, transitioning northbound inbound for overflight. Lewis.
Lansing traffic, station at 30 Charlie, 5 miles east to the north, ending a straight in, runway 18 taxi.
Ground speed 89.
Really?
89.6.
I think we'd be faster with that southerly wind.
Lewis, traffic Sky High 54, are crossing runway 279 at Gulf.
Oh, I guess we are picking up 7 knots.
Yes.
Warning lights out, 3 in the green. Fuel's good. Carb temp's good. So what do you want me to do? I got a part of my training is to buzz the river and fly under the bridges?
Yes, please. I want to fly under this one right here.
Yeah, that one's the highest.
Yeah.
I was thinking that one down there, they haven't raised it up
Oh,
yet.
no.
But all right, let me see if I remember how to do this now. Now, I'm already on Lewis, but if I wanted to check my distance to Lewis, it's the big knob on the right, correct? Just turn it?
Your distance from Lewis, you're going to hit the nearest. I don't know if
I mean,
now, the big knob on the right here.
There,
Oh,
that's
there
what
you
I'm
go.
talking
Oh,
about.
okay, yeah.
so we're 5 miles to the south.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about.
Got it.
And northeast of Joliet.
I'd say directly east at this point. It's right off my shoulder.
Whoa. Gotcha. Joliet traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 4 miles to the east at 1,600 feet, transitioning northbound Joliet. Now I'm on to Lewis.
Yes.
Lewis traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 4 miles to the southeast at 1,600 feet, inbound for overflight. Lewis.
Lewis traffic, Aero 606 Hotel is about 4 miles to the north and would like to just do a straight in for runway 20 if that helicopter isn't going to be a factor. Let me know what you're going to do there, 67 Hotel.
Helicopter 73 uniform will be no factor, just overflying. Lewis.
Roger that. Thank you very much, 67 Hotel.
Straight in. See, he's getting his 220 confused too. He's to the north and he wants to do a straight in to... Oh, yeah, never mind.
No, he's right.
Oh, I'm confused. God darn it.
Hey, you got to remember I'm recording this, so we can watch it later.
I know. Yeah, I'm confused now. Man, what a day. I need to drink that coffee.
Yeah, see? Well, maybe we're going to have to make that a new rule.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait. I don't want to overfly the person. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lewis traffic, Aero 606 Hotel. It's actually going to be making a right base to final for runway 20, Lewis.
Lewis traffic helicopter 73 uniform is 2 miles to the southeast at 1,500 feet, inbound for overflight. Lewis. I almost said over the prison.
Oh, you could. We're right here.
But what makes me nervous is because we're in their left base leg.
Yes. On the left, left crosswind. Left crosswind as they turn their first turn off of the 20.
I guess I just said we're in their pattern.
Yeah, we're in their. We're definitely in their pattern on this side.
Romeoville traffic, this is Grumman Niner 605 uniform. Just out of Bolingbrook, Clow Airport, heading inbound.
You can tell he's not from the area.
Yeah, because he said Bolingbrook.
And Romeoville.
Traffic, Skyhawk.
Not a lot of people call this airport
3
Romeoville.
miles east, inbound for the RNAV VOR Alpha.
Oh, a little windy up here.
Gulf traffic.
Yeah, it's getting a little bumpy.
Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is over the top at 1,500 feet, transitioning northeast bound to Clow. Lewis traffic.
All right, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled for that guy.
Lewis traffic, Aero 6067 Hotel is on short final for runway 20.
All right, that was that.
2 mile for runway 20. Yeah, because he's coming straight in.
Yeah.
Like, why am I losing altitude here?
Watch that altitude.
Well, I'm pulling up the collective.
Okay, the one thing I want to hear a little bit more of is cruise checks as we're flying back and forth between places. Just throw out there, 3 in the green, no lights, carb temp good, plenty of fuel.
I have been looking.
Oh, I believe you.
You know,
I believe you.
I check it all the time. If I'm looking at my airspeed or if I set my altitude or something real quick, I check it real fast.
Romeoville traffic, Grumman 90605 uniform. Is entering a downwind, left downwind at a 45 for runway 20.
Let's go ahead and start breaking off this way. Alright, let's see, where the hell are we? Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is 1 mile to the northwest at 1,600. We have traffic in sight. We are adjusting our flight path. We will be no factor, Clow. Lewis. Whoops.
Have you in sight.
Lewis traffic here at 6067 Hotel is departing runway 20 and cleared at Kilo. Lewis.
Was that the guy calling for a straight in?
No, that was somebody else.
6265 Tango, straight in for runway 27. Golf traffic.
Alright, so let's talk about what we're going to do when we get back to Cloud. You want to do a straight in auto rotation, or do you want to shoot a steep approach to the east hangar area?
Lewis traffic here at 6067 crossing runway 27.
Holy shit, is that another fucking plane coming at us?
No, that's a reflection from something.
Lewis traffic, this is Grumman 90605.
Good eye, though. Good eye.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, it's shining me right in the eyes. I'm like...
Yes. I don't know if that's a church or what, but I know there's a building on 75th Street in Naperville. I think it's Naperville and Book, or Naperville and 75th and Naper Plainfield Road. It's got like a copper something or other on the roof, and right at a certain angle, it'll get you all the way out here.
Lewis traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is 2 miles to the west, northwest at 1,500 feet. This will be the last call for Lewis. Dude, that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's good, though. That's good eye. You're looking.
I called him before he made the radio call, and I'm just looking at him going, because we're looking for the other guy saying he's coming straight in because he should almost be there.
Yes. I'll tell you what, would you like me to demonstrate a 180 auto?
Sure, but let me get on Clow here.
Perfect.
Clow traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is 2 miles to the south at 1,500 feet. Going to be entering in a right downwind for runway 18, Clow.
I'm going to come on with you.
Okay.
I have control.
Oh, are you doing it now?
Yes, right now.
I'm like, let me pull the car beat then.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We're going to start climbing. We're going to climb for, I don't know, let's say 1,800 feet. Give ourselves a nice space cushion here. It's recommended to do these at a minimum of 900 AGL, just for safety reasons. We'll give ourselves a little even more. Well, let's say 18. 18 is good. Whoa, we're getting a little squirrely up here.
Yeah, it is getting squirrely up here. Are we doing it in the Clow?
In the Clow. Now, the only real difference here in the 180 is having to bump up the collective pitch lever to arrest that RPM climb in the turn. About halfway through the turn, you're going to have to push it back down, though.
Well, you have control.
I have full control.
Okay.
You're going to shadow me. I'm going to aim for midfield.
Cloud traffic, helicopter 73 uniform is in a right downwind. We'll be performing an emergency, simulated engine failure for a 180 for a landing in midfield of runway 18, Cloud. Is that right?
That's right. I'm going to wait till the spot's off your shoulder, and I'm going to roll that throttle down. Well, down collective, roll the throttle off. Okay, 3.
We're at 1,700 feet.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
2, 1. Down collective, rolling off that throttle, establishing that attitude.
RPMs look good, look perfect. Speed's good. I'm helping you out as you're looking at your spot. Nice job, man.
A little on the fast side, but we're going to hit our spot.
Fine.
We are going to hit our spot really nice here.
Flare, flare.
Rolling on that throttle, rolling on that throttle. Come on, throttle, come back.
There we go.
There we are. All right, so I let the nose yaw a little bit, but here we are, right at midfield. I'm going to give you control.
I have control.
You have control. So What do you think? How'd that feel?
That was awesome. That was a nice job.
Thank you.
What do you want me to do? Take off?
Yeah, you know, we got a little time.
Clow traffic, helicopter 73 uniform on the go from runway 18 for right close traffic. Clow. Give me that wind. There it is.
I want you to show me a steep approach into the east hangar area, and then we'll do a couple slopes.
You know, something you haven't mentioned to me about slopes that I was reading about, there is a instance of mass bumping that can happen there. Is that when you pull on the cyclic?
That's more or less for startups and shutdowns. I didn't really talk about that because, well, I guess I probably should, even though we're never going to shut it down on the slope.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Mass bumping on the slope.
Yeah, you really need to be mindful when you're shutting down and starting up because your RPMs are getting real low and the blades flap.
Right.
There's a risk of chopping off the tail boom, even on a flat concrete surface as we're shutting down. If for some reason you decide to take that collective pitch lever and pull it all the way up during your shutdown, the blades will start flapping violently, and the retreating blade, as it's coming around the rear, could flap down so low that it strikes the tail.
Clow traffic, helicopter 73 uniforms in the right downwind for runway 18 Clow. Even though I know I'm not doing that.
I know. That's good. Nobody else needs to know that yet.
Got your, you don't have your phone on you. Well, actually, check. Looks like it's out of 170.
Yeah, it looks pretty good right down the runway right now.
Deep approach. I was actually going to ask you to start practicing these more too. I mean, ever so often. I do love the emergency procedures because I know that's something we got to do a lot of. Clow traffic, helicopter 73 uniform turning right base for runway 18 Clow.
I mean, that's mainly what you're going to be graded off of is the emergency procedures, right. Your run-ons, your slope landings, your autos, your hover autos. You know what? Maybe we won't do slopes. Maybe we're going to do hover autos today.
We could do that too when I get down there. Those I feel a little bit more comfortable with, but I'm going to kind of get over here so I'm out of the way.
Clear off on my side here. Clear to the front and above.
Clow traffic, helicopter 73 uniform, making an approach to the east hangar area, the landing in the field, no factor for the active runway. Clow.
All right, let's start slowing it down.
Yeah, this should take forever.
I know, and trim, and trim. I'm seeing trim strings on my side.
Does that mean go left?
Right now.
The ball's centered.
Yeah, step on the ball a little more. Right about there. Perfect. Right there. Alright, we got a little slow. Looking off my shoulder, we have no descent rate, or excuse me, no forward airspeed at all. I mean, this is a crawl.
Yeah,
I don't feel any wind.
I'm showing 30 knots.
Yeah, you know what? That's true.
And I got ETL, and if I speed up, I lose ETL.
True. But remember, we're doing this by sight picture. Oh, I need that pillowcase. I'm going to bring in a pillowcase. We need to cover that up.
Actually, I'm doing a textbook steep approach right now.
No, this looks really nice. It's looking good, even though we look to be really, really slow right now. We do have ETL, and that's the most important thing.
That's what I was actually kind of... I'm trying to speed up here, but I didn't know if I was getting in settling with power or if I lost ETL.
What's going on right now is that wind. That wind is kind of keeping you in the air, which, if we were taking off, this would be a really good thing, but we're trying to land, so it's a really bad thing. There's a good chance we might need to do a little orbit in order to get down, because this is going to count as a go-around.
Okay.
You can keep that descent rate coming in. We don't have to level out at all, but you're just going to fly off to my
that's
side.
what I'm sitting here pushing the lever down, or the collective down. I'm pushing down. I'm trying to go forward, and I'm just sitting there.
Yes.
Oh,
looking around as we do this, make sure you keep it in trim. Ooh, keep it in trim. Keep it in trim.
Right pedal, right?
Right pedal, right pedal. I know, she doesn't want to break away from that headwind because it's getting pretty strong, but you got to force her to. All right, now start turning.
Wait a minute. I'm fucked up here.
Okay, I'm coming on with you.
Yes, please do.
I have control.
Cloud traffic, this is Rams November 143 Tango Juliet. We're going to be crossing the active midfield heading to the grass. Cloud.
Boy, that wind is something else.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I've never experienced this really trying to do something like this.
Our airspeed indicator, if it had the ability to read negative, it would read negative right now. All right, now you're going to let that descent rate come back in as we're turning back into the wind. See, we got 40 knots like that.
Right, I know, that's what I'm saying. We're not even moving. We got.
You have control.
I have control.
You have control. That's what I was waiting for when I performed that first auto rotation straight in before we left for Joliet. I was waiting on something like that to happen. That's why I entered it when I did.
Cloud traffic, 3 Tango Juliet, clearly active, Cloud.
All right. Here we are, back in the field.
We need to get gas.
Ah, we'll be all right.
Oh, we want to do hover autos, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So how are we doing this into the wind? Do we need to go out on the taxiway? I don't know. It might be a little dangerous today because we should check the weather because it should be gusting.
It's actually safer on a day that it's gusting like this.
Okay.
It's going to help with those vortices. It's going to help keep us in the air a little bit longer. It's going to give us maybe a quarter second of hang time, which in the situation that we're in right now, it helps a lot.
Loosen up on them pedals, Nate. There we go. So what do you want me to do?
Let's hover taxi towards the fuel farm. We'll see what it looks like out front.
Watch.
Yeah, we're going through ETL backwards. Which we can. Think about it.
Yeah. I'm just watching my manifold pressures here.
Yes.
All right, this is going to be a fun turn.
You'll be fine. We got
Cloud traffic, helicopter 73 uniform taxiing from the East area. Wow. Oh, we've got planes everywhere here.
Yes, we do. Everyone's doing a mass exodus right now.
They taking pictures for probably. Now we're going through ETL from the side.
Yes, we are.
And now, what do they call that? Weathercock stability?
Now this would be the two versions you're experiencing right now. Tail rotor vortex ring state. It's all that wind being blown away from the tail is being forced right back into the tail. The other is main rotor disc interference. The vortices from the main rotor disc are being blown right into the tail. Okay, let's watch these guys over here. Let's see what the winds are doing.
They're being ridiculous.
You got it. Got it.
Oh, I know I got it. I'm in ETL right now. I'm not even moving.
Okay, I'm going to come on the controls for you for a moment.
Go ahead. We're at 25 knots.
I have control?
You have control.
I have control. I'm going to take us down to that blacktop down there.
Okay. In reverse ETL.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Oh, yeah. That feels interesting. That's good. No, I want you to experience this, just like I wanted you to see what the haze looked like yesterday when we had 2 mile visibility. Because you see it in text. Okay, 2 statute mile visibility. Okay, that's on VFR. But what is it really?
Right.
What does it mean to you? You know, now you know. Now you know exactly what it looks like.
See, to me, what we were up there today by Joliet, I would say that's only like maybe 3 miles.
Oh, no, that was more than that.
No, with the haze that was up high?
Yes.
That was more than that?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it was. At 5, 6, yeah, for sure. Compared to yesterday, it was as nearly as bad as it was yesterday. All right, I'm going to turn us into the wind here.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to demonstrate the first one.
Yes, please.
Oh, this is going to be really nice. We're holding the hover with like 21 inches.
And 25 now.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is going to be good.
Okay.
Man, hope for a day like today for your check ride. This is going to be really nice. I'm going to talk about it first. We're going to hold this little 1 foot hover here. I'm going to slowly roll off the throttle.
With the collective up.
With the collective up. Yeah, that's real important to disassociate an auto rotation from a hover auto.
Right.
Believe it or not, students have gone full down collective and then rolled off the throttle and then wondered what happened. All right, so we're going to roll off that throttle slowly. Be ready on that right pedal and just let the aircraft settle and cushion that landing.
Okay.
And be ready to go left pedal as we come down. So we'll count down from 3. We'll do it together.
Yes, your controls.
I have primary control. You're following along?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Just like that. In this case, I didn't need to put in any left pedal. Look where the pedals are. Let's do another one together.
Okay.
Maybe even a third one. We'll see how it goes. 80%, rotor RPM, into the green with the governor. 3 in the green, no lights, carb temps full on, adequate amount of fuel. I'm going to fix the pedals. That's another mistake that a lot of students make.
Right, I know. I was just going to say neutral and things out, man.
We're going to fix those pedals. We're going to pick it up into a hover. All right, let's do it again. About 1 foot. Don't need to really be any higher than this. Don't be like 3 inches. The examiner's going to want you to get a nice good one in.
Right.
Okay. And stabilize the aircraft. If you feel like you're getting all squirrely like this,
right,
just
wait.
Right. Stack the deck in your favor. See, the wind's shifted a little bit.
Wind's outside, or eyes outside. Oh, it's coming from my side now.
And that sock's kind of dancing around now.
There
all right, here we go.
Now it's
3. Oh, hold on. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we bounced a little bit.
You know what I'm noticing different from the last time you did this?
What?
Normally you would go this way.
A lot of it is due to the wind. That's
right.
why I'm not really putting in left pedal a whole lot. It's settling really nice. It's not going to do this on a calm wind day. It's really just going to...
We're at ETO.
Pretty much.
You know?
Pretty much. Okay, we're rolling on that throttle. Let's do one more together.
Right.
But notice how slow I'm rolling off the throttle.
That's what I've actually paid attention to the last 2 times.
It's not really a throttle chop. It's just a, a moderate...
Here, I'll take out the carb temp here for you. We're pegging the freaking needle.
Okay, picking it up.
Okay.
I wonder why they're taking pictures. It's not like the runway, the airport's closing.
Insurance purposes, more than likely.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. The main thing you're being graded off of is your heading.
Right.
What did you start at and what are you at now? At the private level, it's plus or minus 10, which is pretty good. At the commercial level, plus or minus 5, which is a little harder. I'm going to train you to the plus or minus 5.
That'll work.
You want to give it a shot? Try
sure.
One? Okay, I'm rolling up your throttle for you. You have control?
I have controls.
You have controls?
You should be shadowing me very closely. Actually, when we did that, it's like my arm was hitting here, and I'm like...
I'm going to be right here with you.
Or on the pedals, probably be more.
You saw how much I pulled in.
Yeah, I know.
It's there if you need it. And believe me, use every inch of it. You may have the option with the examiner for him to roll off the throttle on you or for you to roll it off yourself. Now, I've had students go both ways. I've had it where they had a really hard time rolling off their own throttle. So I'd roll it off for them, and they'd love it. It'd be really easy for them.
Right.
I've also had students where they feel like, well, if they're rolling it off, they feel like they're in control. They're the ones manipulating the throttle, so they know when it's coming and to the amount, to the degree that it's coming in. And
well, now I'm just trying to figure out how you were keeping it so nice like this, and I just keep going up, and look at my pedals. They're neutral.
Yes. Yes, they are.
I'm having to put it. We're flying with. I don't know, man. How did you keep it so still?
Just holding the hover. Just holding the hover.
Alright, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Just, alright.
Ground traffic 422 Alpha Mike, 122.9 radio check.
We hear you loud and clear, 7-3 uniform.
Thank you.
And Cloud traffic, RANS 143 Tango Joliet, radio check.
Loud and clear, RANS Tango Joliet.
Okay, you gonna help me out here with this?
Right here with you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Once we're on the ground, don't bother. So, what do you think you did wrong there?
Rolled off. Nope.
Cloud traffic, RANS 3 Tango Joliet, it's going to be crossing 18 midfield Clow.
You rolled off pretty slow. I think the roll off could have been a little snappier. We needed a lot more right pedal, as you can see.
Yeah. How much?
What you looking for?
I'm like this.
Oh, with the...
I don't know if I shouldn't pull this up with a runner, should I? Just to show you?
Sure.
Right. I mean...
And Cloud traffic, 3
That's a nice correlator demonstration.
Yeah.
Actually, we could try that. You want to try governor off?
Sure. Go ahead and turn that off. Roll up that throttle.
See if I can't pick it up from there, because I actually have to roll it down. Because we went over this last time, but I didn't actually do it.
Now keep in mind, it's pretty windy today, so be real smooth on those controls, because you will probably have to adjust that throttle as necessary to keep it where you need it to be. I wouldn't bring it all the way to 104, because you're going to have to roll it down immediately as soon as you begin raising that collective pitch level.
You got your hand on it?
Right here with you.
Okay.
There you go. Keep on tweaking it down a little bit. There you go. That should be perfect right about there. The helicopter's going to come up in about 3 seconds. There it is. Very nice.
I think somebody's waiting on us.
Okay. I'm going to put that governor back on for a second.
Thank you.
Cloud traffic, helicopter 7-3 uniform, sidestepping off the taxiway for the taxiing traffic. Cloud.
7-3 uniform, thanks much.
We can practice right here, that's fine.
Yeah.
These planes are tied down.
They're like, why didn't you guys say something?
You have control?
I have control.
You have control.
Lights out, 3 in the green.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn your governor back off. It's not going to do anything,
right.
Just hold what you got. 3, 2, 1, governor's off. He's got his doors off today too. There, we're getting a little low on that RPM. Let's go ahead and put in some, whoops.
Thank you.
Don't let the aircraft do that. Oh, my pleasure.
That's why I wanted to, I think I started rolling it the wrong way, to be honest with you.
I
was expecting for me to pull up on the collective and the correlator to bring it up.
Yeah. Well, at this point, with the collective being where it is, the correlator, it's doing its job.
Actually, I'm going to turn that back on real quick, just so I don't have to think about it. I'm going to get behind these planes.
Governor's on.
Now let's see if I can't, there's that pedal I've been looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm going to see if I can't do this. Turn that way and go back to where we were.
You got it. Take your time. Weathercock stability is real today.
Yeah.
It's real. The helicopter wants to whip around.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Be ready on those pedals.
Well, it's not. I'm pulling a lot of aft cyclic because it just wants to blow it.
Yes, it does.
Look at ETO backwards. The pedal work's not bad. I mean, I'm watching the.
All right, show me one more hover auto, and then we're going to call it a day.
Okay. Turn it to the left here, just in case.
Manifold pressure. There you go. Looking good.
I like it that we're getting to the harder stuff.
No, this is good. This is a good practice day for hovering. You know, had you only had 10, 15 hours, yeah, I'd say, well, maybe we'll call it a day. It's a little too hard, but at this point, you're up to the challenge. I know you don't like it, and in your head, you're probably cursing the weather.
No, I do like it because if you don't constantly challenge yourself, you're never going to get any better.
That's right.
But, all right. Just stay with me here on the controls.
Of course.
A little bit. I mean, I don't know. What do you think of the attitude? I mean, we're a little low, but...
That's all right. 1 foot's fine. This looks nice.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2... Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Port. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Once we're on the ground, I want you to give up on the pedal. Don't try to yaw when we're in the bounce, trying to get it to the appropriate heading. Once we're down, we're down. Leave it where it is.
Okay.
Again, yeah, more right pedal. Let's try one more.
Okay.
Let's really just... Let's really...
Juliet's ready to go. We'll be departing 18, and we'll be departing to the southwest at Clow.
Let's really work on that right pedal. The touchdown wasn't too bad.
Yeah, softer.
I mean, we could cushion a little better, but, you know, for your second hover auto, it's not the end of the world. It's not bad. All right, that's me. All righty.
Have it.
Yep. There we are.
Got to take off with no pedal.
I know.
All right, eyes outside. Or should we go a little bit higher?
I'm going to make a radio call.
Okay.
Cloud traffic, helicopter 7-3 uniform, hover work on the taxiway, no factor for the active runway, Cloud. Yeah, we do have a fairly large pad here to use. We don't need to be so close to the grass. Let's go ahead and turn around and show me a 90-degree pedal turn either your side or my side, and then we'll back up.
Okay, we're going to take a turn. I'll follow you.
And Cloud traffic, your Tango Jet's going to be here in a minute.
Careful, careful.
What do you got, Trip?
Just dealing with the wind and trying to get the aircraft to track straight.
Oh, I know, it's making you work for it today. Yeah, right about, according to the windsock, yeah, right about here. That looks good.
I mean, we're holding a hover at 20.
The relative wind is canceling out the downwash, the rotor wash on those strings. The strings are just kind of ambient. Wow, that's pretty strong.
I'm seeing it just shifted now, too.
Yes, it did. Yeah, at this point, I think I'd trust the sock more than the strings because of that canceling out effect.
Yeah, we're running out of authority because airspeed's so low.
Yeah, he can't even take off. It's so windy. I don't know if you're listening to what he's saying.
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Yeah. I don't know if either of them can. Those are both some pretty damn light aircraft. Thought we got it bad. They got it worse.
Whoa.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of those damn planes is getting lifted.
And cloud traffic
Just
ran.
taxiing.
Right.
3 Tango Juliet's going to be departing 18 Clow.
Oh, maybe he is going to depart. We might want to watch this. Hopefully it's uneventful, but we might want to keep an eye on him in case he does get a little squirrely or something.
I try to set it down here. I'm trying to set it down. I got no pedal and.
Cloud traffic 422 Alpha Mike is departing runway 18 to the southwest, Cloud.
Oh yeah.
Damn, he's got a lot of altitude already. That was before the first taxiway turnoff. He had about 100 feet, 75 feet.
He's still fighting it. I mean, well, he was fighting a little bit more. Now he's picking up some speed, but.
I wonder where he's going.
Probably Lewis. They all gonna move.
Well, I thought he said he was departing to the southwest. I figured he was going to go to Lewis, but I'm not really sure why he'd go southwest if that was the case.
You didn't tell him we had those helicopters here.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. Triple Deuce, the Airwolf. Yeah, those are just fuselages. That's they're used for taxiing. Believe it or not, they pull it around with a tractor for the air shows, and people hop in and get a little free ride in the fuselage.
22 Alpha Mike airborne.
ETL? No.
Okay, very nice.
Juliet push.
What's that?
He said push, whatever that tail number was for that first yellow plane that took off. Said something Juliet push. Try to get through that wind.
Yeah, see, I didn't even move nothing. You know, here, you want me to just keep doing, is this max performance backwards? You know? That's what it's dude, I didn't move nothing, we just keep going up, so I'm just...
I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and call it a day.
Yeah,
let's call it a
the
day.
same thing.
Yeah, we won't bother pushing it.
Here, well, yeah, it's only supposed to get worse. It is kind of fun, though, just sitting there going, hey, look, we're in ETL, we're going backwards, and we're climbing.
Yeah, that's,
look at this.
That's an interesting thing.
Look at this.
We're supposed 25 knots when we're doing like 5 ground speed. Nice.
We're in ETL. You told me to ride the rumble all the way to the hangar.
See,
look at my pedals. I got right pedal in.
For Pinnacle, I know you do. That's funny. For Pinnacle and Confined, this is awesome. This really is. Getting out of your grandma's yard and on a day like today would be a snap. It would be beautiful. You'd pray for a day like this in the summer to get in and out of there. Anywhere. Schaumburg, Heli Stop, Tinley Park, wherever.
We're holding a hover at 18, 19 inches.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. A max performance, probably climb like a 44 right about now.
Yeah, and backwards.
And backwards.
Clear,
all right, we're going to watch him.
Clear right, clear left.
Even with that wind out of the south, we're still rocking that guy, so let's watch him.
I might want to try this one. Help me out here.
Sure, I'm on with you.
Yes. Might be a little bit over my level.
All right, I'm coming on the controls.
Yes,
I have control.
You have control.
I have control. Ooh, yeah, those pedals feel interesting.
Don't they?
They sure do.
Yeah, doing this crosswind, it might be a little bit out of my realm right now, but...
Well, what does the POH tell us about winds?
20 knots.
I think it's 25, and that includes gusts and/or a spread greater than 15 knots. So it could be 3 knots gusting 18, and that's a no-fly for any pilot under 200 hours. Or it could be 18 gusting 25, and that's a no-fly for any pilot under 200 hours.
Yeah, look at them flags.
Oh yeah, they're whipping around real good. We're getting some mechanical turbulence here. All right, so I'm going to open them up. You're going to fly right in?
Yep.
I wish, man. I really do. That'd make things easier. All right, we're down. I'll let you take control.
I have control.
You have control. Let's see what the winds are doing.
Doing ridiculous things.
Oh yeah, there it is. 18 gusting 22, 14 gusting 23.
When's the last time that was updated?
I wanted to show you something real quick. It doesn't turn sideways. Alright, DuPage, the 7th, 1552 Zulu, clear, altimeter 3004, remarks, AO2, sea level pressure, no, RVNO, dollar sign.
Means it ain't working right.
So when you look at it here, it's empty.
Right.
If you were to look at it on duets, it's going to probably be red. It's going to indicate IFR, and that's going to be a dead giveaway on a day like today where everything is green and all of a sudden DuPage is red. Yeah, 18 gusting 22 at Lewis, 1423 at Aurora, 1220 at Joliet. Joliet's always got weird winds going on, and I think it has a lot to do with where their AWAS equipment's positioned.
By the building, what's Midway?
6 gusting 16, Morris 19 gusting 26, Illinois Valley 22 gusting 26, Rockford 2027, DeKalb 22 26, Pontiac 17 28.
Actually, here's a more valid point to what you were saying before. Look at the clouds.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's pretty turbulent. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go for the door.
Okay. Look like I got another 30 seconds maybe, or I can chop it.